welcome to episode 522 of Good Luck High Five.
That's right. You're listening to a podcast that's for you if you play Magic the Gathering. Whether you just played in the Arena Open this past weekend,
I did.
Or maybe
so
you're
fun.
getting super excited for the pre-release at your local game store in 2 weeks' time.
Yes.
We are here for you.
I'm one of your hosts, Maria.
I'm another one of your hosts, Megan.
And we are going to get you ready for that pre-release by telling you all about the new mechanics and returning mechanics in Phyrexia Mechanics.
Exciting.
Including some super cool and maybe busted cards.
Yes. We're so excited to talk about the stuff that is coming in Phyrexia Mechanics, in part because this is going to be the only new set for a little while.
When's the next one after this?
The next one isn't until March of the Machines.
And when is that? Is it March?
Is it March? No, it's not March of the Machines.
Is it March of the Machines singular?
It is March of the Machines singular.
Because I always want to say machines, but it's only one. I don't know what that means.
That's great. It is. It's April 21st.
Wait, hold up. Are you serious?
For March of the Machine?
Oh my gosh. So we're February 10th. This comes out. And then not until March.
Not until April. When March happens. How about that?
The naming of these sets. The naming alone.
But I'm just saying, it's nice. Like at the end of last year, because of all of the supply chain disruptions,
we had a cram.
We had tons of stuff all the way through, like kind of starting with, I would say, Battle for Baldur's Gate through Dominaria Remastered.
It was real crunch.
Which is jam-packed.
It was.
And now we're going to get to play Phyrexia Mechanics and have a little breathing room. And then in April, we'll start seeing March of the Machine.
Okay, so we have a while with this set, but that's something people have been asking for.
Yes,
to get our sink our teeth into.
Yes, dip our little toesies.
The Phyrexian oil.
Oh,
which if it tasted like something, in my mind, immediately went to Oreo flavored.
You think Phyrexian oil is Oreo flavored?
I don't know. That's just what my brain went to.
What?
What? That's
what
all I
have the
can assume.
ever done to make you think that they could have something as nice as the flavor of an Oreo?
I'm not saying they, decided to make it Oreo flavor. I'm just saying that maybe it just
you just think coincidentally it happens to taste like Oreo.
People love Halo, and that's made from angel sweat. So or angel milk, if you will.
Angel sweat.
But
buy my vodka.
What do you think Phyrexian oil tastes like? Tweet at us with the hashtag #YumYumOil.
Which is also the hashtag that Exxon Valdez uses.
Okay, so be careful if you trend it. Just be careful.
Be careful.
Yeah, it's coming out on the 10th. We got the pre-release the weekend of the 3rd. Judge Rob's going to be here next episode to go through all the tricky things that might trip you up at the pre-release. And once again, playing in-store at your LGS is going to be your first opportunity to play Phyrexia Mechanics.
Yes.
Before it's on Arena.
So exciting.
So head out to your stores, everybody, and get ready.
They're pushing on with this change, making it come out in stores before on Arena, and I just love it.
Big fan of
We're
that.
big fans.
Yes, I think it's great.
Go play it in your LGS.
But you don't have Arena to be like, guess what? You can't do that.
Yeah, that's true.
You only have yourself and your opponent.
And you'll have the help of Judge Rob to be like, this is how it works, because Arena won't be telling you automatically how it works.
We also have our official preview card that was, opened in some packs, just like all the rares from this set were.
Yes.
But we're going to show it to you again here today and celebrate it. Give it a little fanfare that it didn't get just by being opened.
Make it feel special.
We had another preview card, which we tweeted out, by the way. You can follow us at GLHF Magic.
Yes.
And you can see that one.
Cool.
It is a cool card.
It is a cool card.
So you can check out that. That one's the uncommon, but I think it's really neat. So we're going to have that as well. Quick update for you, everybody. If you pledge during Patreon Pledge Drive month to get a playmat, we have now shipped off all of the playmats that were ordered domestically.
Yes.
So.
And we still have a couple that need to ship internationally. We will be shipping them, and then you have to sit at home and pray really hard.
Yeah, because
that's the way that it gets to you.
International shipping,
you
everybody.
You just have to really, we send it and we send it and we pray and then you pray and you receive it.
That is how it works technically.
To whomst are you praying? Anyone that you want.
Doesn't matter.
You can pick USPS. You can pick DHL. You can pick any faith that you want to be a part of and pray to, but somebody pick them.
So hopefully you'll get those in this lifetime, international friends.
Really, hopefully.
If you didn't become a patron during our Pledge Drive month, don't worry. We still got some sweet deals for you.
Yes, we do.
Patreon.com/GLHF Magic is the place to go. Become a patron at any dollar amount, including a $1 or your international currency, because you can do that on Patreon.
You can pledge in your international currency.
You can even buy a whole year up front for a 33% discount, I believe.
Really exciting.
Which is super cool. And you get access to our awesome Discord and a lot of other sweet perks, depending on your tier level.
So, come hang out. We've got buttons now.
Who do you want to say thank you to?
Oh, and thank you to patron Matt.
Matt, yay!
Matt, this one's for you.
This is our new patron, Matt.
New patron, Matt. This one's for you, man.
Get a shout out, or by just becoming a new patron or upping your pledge.
Yeah.
We'd love to have you come in at the end of January. Take us home.
Take us home.
End of January.
January
roads. Don't even. It's gonna get in there. That's a one that gets in your brain and doesn't get out.
Yep.
Earworm, brainworm. Is that a name of a magic card?
That. Brainworm?
Yeah, brainworm is
There's
for
brain
sure.
Maggot.
Brain maggot. That's what I'm thinking of. Is earworm a magic card? That seems like kind of like
it seems like it should be
an unset card.
Ooh, it sounds gross.
No brainworm or earworm. No. Okay, well, think about that, Mark Rosewater, for your next unset. Somebody has to sing a song or something like that. You get the idea. So thank you, patrons. And thank you to everybody who subscribed during our Pledge Drive month. Those playmats are beautiful and they're on their way to you now. We love them
so much. Thank you as well to our sponsor, Card Kingdom. CardKingdom.com/GLHF, the perfect place to go to pre-order your Phyrexia All Will Be One boxes.
Yes, it's happening now.
Get yourself a little boosty box.
You can also, available now, Dominaria Remastered, if you want to play that.
Get yourself a little boosty box.
Get a boosty box.
Boosty box.
It's a special set, so that one I think would be a great choice to play with your friends, because you got some really cool cards in there to open, some sweet reprints in Dominaria Remastered, so check that out.
Ask them for a token or a sticker in your order, and just type the phrase boosty box into the comments section just to help it take off.
They're gonna be like, why are all these people typing boosty box in their orders?
Typing boosty box.
We like to sow confusion wherever we go as much as
Honestly,
possible.
if I think of one thing that I'm trying to do, that might be it.
CardKingdom.com/GLHF. It's time for the randomizer, y'all.
Ooh, all right.
I've headed to Scryfall.com and hit the random card button. I'm going to show Megan a piece of magic art, and she's going to have to guess the card name and what the card does from the art alone. Even if she doesn't know or has never seen the card before, I've got a real good one for you this week, Megan.
Oh, okay. Okay, we have a real assortment of creatures around a table. There's like what looks like maybe an orangutan, or quite large though for an orangutan, but like a very big orangish colored monkey, a dinosaur, a dog, an anteater,
cute,
like a toad, a snake, and there's a tentacle that suggests an octopus is here. It looks like they're perhaps playing some kind of poker game.
Oh, that's cute.
Is what I think is going on here.
Yeah, I can see that.
So this is a little bit like a throwback to like dogs playing poker, but it's like a lot of weird, although maybe, are they all playing D&D together?
They might be.
It looks like they might be playing D&D, like one of them has a book and they have a boot. They're doing shenanigans of some kind, that's for sure.
What do you think the name of this card is?
I'm going to say that the name of this card is Assorted Party.
That's a great name.
Assorted Party is the name of this card. And I'm going to say that this is 3 and a green, and you look at the top 4 cards of your library and you can reveal any 2 cards that don't share a creature type. And put them into your hand.
Wow. Okay. So what you've said is like kind of shockingly close to what the card does.
Oh.
So you might not be surprised to know that this is a Commander card. So this is from Commander 2018. It's called Reality Scramble.
Oh, all right.
Isn't that cute? It's not green, it is red. It is 2 red for a sorcery, but the text says, put target permanent you own on the bottom of your library, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a card that shares a card type with that permanent. Put that card onto the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order, It has retrace, so you can cast it from your graveyard by discarding a land card in addition to paying its other costs.
Wow. I love this card's art. It's very cute.
Really cool?
And I love that it's like, I feel like it's saying that like maybe this used to be a table of people.
And now they're all animals.
It's like they've all been reality scrambled into like random things.
Card type gamer. Yes. So now they've all become like.
Well, they all share creature card type.
Sure, creature.
And so they're like, oh, here you are
now.
I reality scrambled your Knights table into a random creature table.
Art by Simon Dominic. Reality scramble. 2 thumbs up here.
Very cute. Very funny.
Good luck high five. All right, what have you got for me?
All right, here you go.
Oh, this is,
Maria, I don't, but.
Okay, what I'm looking at is a pirate with red curly hair standing on the deck of a ship as the salty brine comes up and sprays her in the face. The wind is billowing in the sails.
Yeah.
I know it. I've played with this card before. What does it do?
You probably did.
Couldn't tell you. some kind of pirate situation. Pirate princess. Just kidding. I don't remember. It's blue, right?
Yes.
Okay. God, give me another clue.
Okay. It has an enter the battlefield effect.
Bounce.
No.
Lockdown. Ice.
It's okay. To be
fair,
I really
scry.
Wow. You're just gonna shuffle through all of them. This card is Deadeye Quartermaster.
Oh yeah,
from Ixalan, of course.
Oh, yeah, from Ixalan.
3 and a blue for a 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for an equipment or vehicle card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library.
The reason I don't think I remembered is because we didn't play this card.
I don't think that this one was super well played.
Yeah.
Because was Ixalan the first time that we had vehicles?
No, that was Kaladesh. Vehicles is the way to say that word. That was Kaladesh.
That was Kaladesh, you're right. But I feel like because Ixalan did have vehicles.
Ooh, nice.
And so, but some of them weren't great. Like they didn't have as many.
And there were so many good pirates that did really good things.
That did great things. You didn't really play this one. Art on it is great though by Josh Haas.
Great art.
Yeah, great looking pirate.
Fabulous randomizer. Thank you to Scryfall as always. We are patrons of Scryfall, by the way.
We are.
And you can be one too. I know we're always like, patron! But like you can if you want to support a great service to the Magic community.
She has a very long hook arm. You see this?
Oh yeah, that is a long hook arm.
It's like she has a hook hand,
pole.
Except it's where her hand should be, except it's like a pole and then a hook on the end of it. It's
like when you have a grabby little, reach them.
But it feels like, right? I guess this kind of makes sense. Like if you're going to have a hook hand, why put it just where your hand was? Why not make it longer?
I agree. Why not also make it a flamethrower?
It's another option. Well, now we're really expanding. But you have a point. You have a point.
Phyrexia All Will Be One is heading your way, coming up pretty soon, and we've got some mechanics to talk about.
Yeah, so they released the mechanics article, which has some stuff that we did already know about. We talked a little bit about Toxic last week.
Yes.
But there are a couple of other new mechanics, some returning mechanics, just some stuff we're excited about.
Yes. So we're going to go through all of the new and returning mechanics with you, and then talk about some of the biggest, splashiest cards that people have been just talking about basically online.
Absolutely.
Getting excited about.
We're here to tell you what other people are telling the internet.
Yes, including us, what we're telling the internet.
What are we telling them?
We are taste makers.
We're telling you. And taste takers.
Toast masters. Cheers.
Cheers.
God, I love toast. If I could have toast for every meal, I probably would.
Really?
But I would die of scurvy.
Yeah. I mean, you can put things on toast that prevent scurvy.
Like what? An orange?
Yeah.
Orange on toast?
Orange on toast.
Ew. I suppose like apple on toast is a thing because people eat.
What?
Wait.
Are you?
Bananas. That's what I meant.
Apple on toast?
Those are two textures that should not happen.
No.
Banana on toast. That's what I meant.
Yeah. Banana on toast is good.
Too firm. Get off my toast.
Hey, Apple. Get off my toast. All right.
Up first, Toxic.
Yes. So
speaking of apples on toast.
Yeah, this is like their modified version of poison counters in that it still gives poison counters to players. But rather than just necessarily being dealt poison counters equal to the creature's power, sometimes it'll be less than that. But for instance, we have Paladin of Predation. This is 5 green for a 6/7. It can't be blocked by creatures with powers 2 or less. And Toxic 6.
Wow.
That's very hard to say.
Toxic
6. Players dealt combat damage by this creature also get 6 poison counters. So it also is dealing normal damage.
So you're getting a double whammy here.
Exactly. In this case, you get 6 regular damage
Yikes.
and 6 poison counters.
Look, everybody, you only get 10. That's all I'm going to tell you.
That's right.
You only get 10 poison counters and then you're dead.
Yeah.
So watch out.
But it does also mean, right, if you have this Paladin of Predation and say you put an equipment on it that gives it +2/+0.
Right. You're not going to do 8.
You're not going to deal
poison.
8 poison.
Okay.
You'll deal 8 regular damage.
Sure.
But the poison will still only be 6.
Okay. This card is going to make my life misery.
I know.
Misery.
We're all gonna die to this card a couple of times, and we're gonna be mad about it.
Wow. Toxic 6 was the name of my super secret British spy group that went in and disrupted global plans of terrorism.
Wow.
We were all like ladies, and we all used daggers.
Were they poisoned?
They were, there's poison on the
daggers.
And they call this the Toxic 6. The only reason I can talk about it now is because we literally killed everybody. we completed every mission. We completed all mission,
Spooky.
So they were like, you did it. Good job.
Did it. Good job. You're retired
You're
now?
retired. And your NDA is null and void. I can just see this movie.
Oh, if there's anything that the last administration taught us, it's that no NDA is ever null and void. Anyway,
Toxic 6. What is the movie I'm like thinking of? With the lady spies.
Ocean's 8.
Is that what it was?
Oh, it's not. They're not spies, but
okay, yeah, you're right. They're just heisting.
It's a heist.
They're heisting.
It's a heist situation. Are you thinking about Spy with Melissa McCarthy? Well, there weren't 6 of them. There was her. The name is Spy. Singular.
Up next is Corrupted.
Yes. So Corrupted, they talked a little bit when they were introducing this mechanic. They talk a little bit about how poison counters have always been kind of like all or nothing, right? It's either like if you don't kill your opponent with 10 poison,
you're not going to win.
Then the other 9 didn't matter.
Well, yeah.
Right?
I mean, like Infect is a deck in Modern, right?
Yes.
And like if it didn't kill you with poison, it was never going to kill you.
It doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
And so Corrupted is a way to be like, hey, even if you're not going to necessarily kill your opponent with poison counters, there's a benefit to giving them poison counters anyways, which is Corrupted. This is a ability word that highlights if your opponent has 3 or more poison counters, then it turns on other abilities.
It turns on. Corrupted activated. So a card with Corrupted, for example, is Skrelv's Hive.
Yeah. Skrelv.
1 and a white. Enchantment. Rare. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life and create a 1/1 colorless Phyrexian Might artifact creature token with Toxic 1, and this creature can't block.
Nice.
And then the Corrupted part of it is, as long as an opponent has 3 or more poison counters, creatures you control with Toxic have lifelink.
Nice.
Hey, that's really good.
Also a little Bitter Blossom situation here.
Yeah, that's very cool. Good point.
Making little poisonous mites all the time?
Hey, that might be a thing.
Another instance of this is the Seed Core. This is a rare land.
Man, what's my new favorite type of music?
I love
you into
Seed Core.
It's like you just listen to it and you hear a tree grow for 35 years.
Amazing. Really cool stuff. So hardcore. Land. Also, its land type is sphere. Land, sphere.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
Tap, add colorless. Tap, add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast Phyrexian creature spells. And Corrupted, tap. Target 1/1 creature gets +2/+1 until end of turn. Activate only if an opponent has 3 or more poison counters.
So again, Corrupted only comes into play if the opponent has 3 or more poison counters. Mm-hmm. It's not going to do anything otherwise. Very cool.
Yeah.
I love this. I don't know. This is my favorite thing. I think in the set is the way that they're dealing with these poison counters.
Yeah, it's very cool. I love seeing that now. There's a reason to have poison counters, even if it's not how you're going to kill somebody. Up next is the I don't know how I'm going to rate this. The weirdest named mechanic in quite a long time. We talked about it on the upkeep. For Mirrodin! Yes. It literally has an exclamation point.
An exclamation
point
at the end of it.
When I saw that, I was like, is this Is this real?
It doesn't look real. It looks like the flavor words from like Baldur's Gate.
Oh yeah, right? That's right.
The flavor. What did they call them?
Oh yeah, I don't remember what they called them, but basically like. Yeah, it was just like creatures that had abilities or cards that had modes.
Abilities. I don't know.
They would kind of give them like, they would kind of name the modes in a flavorful way.
But this is a straight up mechanic called Formyridin.
Yes. So this is a triggered ability found on some equipment cards in the set that have their own, like come with a little creature to wield them. Which is
like
fun.
A germ?
Yeah, exactly. It's like Living Weapon, which was the germs back in the day. But this is Formyridin. The equipment comes with a 2/2 red rebel creature token that you then attach the equipment to.
Hey, that's better than a germ. Those were 0/0.
That's right.
And they died if their equipment fell off.
That's true. And this, you can equip the equipment to something else. And then you'll still have this 2/2. Yeah, like Blade of Shared Souls is the rare that they have that has Formyridin. It's 2 and a blue. Whenever it becomes attached to a creature, for as long as Blade of Shared Souls remains attached to it, you may have that creature become a copy of another target creature you control, which is wild.
Oh,
and that also, like that ability triggers when it goes onto the rebel.
Yes. Yeah. Equip cost of 2. Hey, that's a good card.
I think this card is quite good. Yes.
Obviously, I mean, like not obviously, but if you have another, good creature, it's pretty great. But otherwise, I think it's just fine anyway because you just get a free creature and you get an equipment.
Yeah.
That's a rare. Nice. I like it. Something small from the new set is oil counters.
Yeah. So oil counters aren't a keyword ability. They don't really have any inherent meaning, but obviously Phyrexians need that oil big time.
Because they love Oreos.
They love the taste of Oreo.
Single stuff.
Yes.
Get out of here with your double stuff.
But specifically...
It's too much marshmallow, not enough cookie, the ratio is off.
Did you just call it marshmallow?
What is it? Cream?
What?
Cream?
Yes.
Okay, well, it's a little marshmallowy looking.
As if cookies and cream is not a thing that has existed since ye old days of Hydrox. What?
When we were little, the Dairy Queen in my town, we would go there all the time. Perhaps too often, you may say.
No such thing.
But my mom would always order a Hydrox Blizzard, not an Oreo Blizzard, because they made them with Hydrox in my town at that time. And I was always like, why do you got to be so technically correct? Just call it an Oreo. So embarrassing.
Wow.
So embarrassing. But yeah, I will only eat a single stuff. The double stuff, the ratio is all wrong.
Yeah.
It's all wrong. It's all wrong.
You know what? You know, Oreo has the little Oreo thins.
Yeah.
I'm really into those.
Those are good. Those are fine because the ratio is the same. It's just less.
Exactly. But they're so crispy. I love how crispy they are.
They're very crispy.
Oh, they're so good. Anyways.
You can get that if you just lick the oil on Phyrexia.
Oh.
Same thing. Crispy.
Crispy.
Put the Phyrexian oil in your air fryer with a marshmallow. Equal Oreo.
You're going to get an Oreo. And you're going to complete your air fryer.
Yeah.
So watch out.
Yeah, because we learned that inanimate objects can be completed.
Yes,
that is
true.
A thing.
All right. Urabrask's Forge has oil counters.
Yes.
This is 2 and a red for an artifact. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put an oil counter on Urabrask's Forge, then create an X1 red Phyrexian horror creature token with trample and haste, where X is the number of oil counters on Urabrask's Forge. Sacrifice that token at the beginning of the next end step.
So we've seen new sets coming out with different counter types. For example, stun counters were recently introduced, and this is just another type of counter.
Yep,
they
exactly.
Just put the word oil on it.
It doesn't mean anything by itself, really.
It's a counter. Call it an oil counter, whatever.
Yeah, there's also oil counters on this card, which plays into some of the story time that we've talked about in the last few weeks.
Yeah.
The Filigree Silex. This is 2 mana for a legendary artifact. Tap, put an oil counter on the Filigree Silex. Tap, sacrifice it. Destroy each non-land permanent with mana value equal to the number of oil counters on the Filigree Silex.
Why you gotta print cards like this at me, wizards?
Tap, remove 10 oil counters from among permanents you control and sacrifice the Filigree Silex. It deals 10 damage to any target. So anyways, this if you remember, the actual Silex was destroyed when Ajani revealed himself to be evil and completed, and he didn't know.
Just like when you reveal as a Cylon in Battlestar Galactica, you have to lose all of your titles.
Yes.
Found that out the hard way.
Oh, man. I still remember that. Anyways.
Oh, God.
The filigree Silex. So if you remember, Saheeli was like, I can help you rebuild this thing.
It does look
Teferi's like,
Saheeli.
I'm going to go back in time, which is why we saw Teferi poking himself into the story of the warlord of Krug.
Yeah.
Yes. Last story time. So he's poking around to try and find out about building the Silex. We know that eventually Saheeli does manage to build this one.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And look who's holding it in the background. BT Dubs.
Who is that?
It's Jace. Jace and his little completed state. Gitaxian arms.
We're going to get into that in a minute.
Anyways. Okay. I just wanted to point that one out as another instance of oil counters.
The last thing we're going to talk about here with mechanics is a returning mechanic, which is proliferate.
Oh, this is so exciting.
It's great. We big proliferate fans. Get your dice ready, everybody.
Yes. Get your dice ready.
I love accoutrement. Let's go. I have some new dice I got. Oh, I'm bringing them to the pre-release.
I wonder if, Ultra Pro in the past has made, shout out to our sponsor, Ultra Pro.
Yes.
In the past has made the dice that have the little, abilities, because there's, you can add the ability words to stuff, so they have the dice with the abilities.
Flying or whatever.
Maybe they'll have to make a new one for oil. And toxic. Although that's just poison.
Poison
maybe they already had poison. Anyways, okay. Proliferate.
Experimental Augury is a card that has proliferate ability, 1 and a blue for an instant. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. That's a normal card we've seen a million times, but it also has proliferate. So
proliferate says choose any number of permanents and or players, then give each another counter of each kind already there.
Wow.
So also, BT Dubs, it doesn't matter. If there is something that has a creature that has both oil counters and +1/+1 counters on it, it will get both. It will get another oil counter and another +1/+1. You don't have to choose the kind. You're just choosing the permanents and the players.
They all go.
And they all get all the counters that are on them. And again, you're getting to choose. So if you have poison counters, don't choose yourself.
Yes. No, that would be bad.
That'd be bad. Why are you doing that?
It works for planeswalkers, so their loyalty can go up.
Ooh, yes, very true.
And like you mentioned, poison will be extremely relevant in this set. I just believe that what's going to happen is you'll be sitting there happy as a clam. You're like, thank God, here I am at 8 poison. I'm not going to die to it. And then next turn,
proliferate.
You're dead.
You're dead.
I think that's going to happen.
Watch out.
So watch out.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, as soon as you have 1 poison counter, you don't necessarily even ever need to get hit by a poison or toxic creature again.
Ever again.
It might just happen to you anyway.
Yeah. That's proliferate. So those are the new and returning mechanics here in this set.
Yeah.
But there's plenty of amazing cards to talk about. In Phyrexia, I will be one, starting with our good friend Jace, who last episode we were like, that means we did the math that he was going to have to be completed.
That's right. And sure enough, he is. This, I was shocked during that episode to learn that, and I'm shocked now to see it, because for me, Jace is kind of like the face of Magic, right? Yeah.
There are some people who are like, oh, maybe he'll be cured of his completion, which isn't something that we've ever seen before.
Yeah.
But apparently he wasn't as fully completed as the other planeswalkers were.
He doesn't look as messed up.
No, he looks sort of normal.
Yeah, he just has some of the, again, you can tell he was completed right by Jin Gitaxias.
Yes.
Because he has the little eyeball stalks, with the little lights on them.
Maybe he'll keep those if he gets uncompleted, because you want those.
He wants them. He's like, oh no, I just like these.
But it's kind of like Picard when he became Borg.
Yes.
He can come back from Borg.
Yeah, that's true.
Or 7 of 9, who came back from Borg, even though she was Borbed way more than
and Hugh
Picard was
also
Borbed.
unborbed.
Yes, Hugh unborbed.
Yeah, exactly. Unborbed.
So this is my theory, because he looks kind of normal, and also he's the face of Magic. So I don't know.
You think that he's going to unborb.
We're going to see, because you're going to keep us updated on the Magic story.
That's true. I am.
But let's talk about Jace, the Perfected Mind. 2 blue Phyrexian mana, or blue.
Yes.
Has completed. So that means the Phyrexian mana can be paid with blue or 2 life. If life was paid, it comes in with 2 fewer loyalty counters. Starts if you pay the full mana at 5. which 5 loyalty for a 4 mana planeswalker. Pretty good.
Pretty nice.
+1 until your next turn, up to 1 target creature gets -3/-0, protecting himself.
Yeah, fine.
That's fine. -2, target player mills 3 cards. Then if a graveyard has 20 or more cards in it, you draw 3 cards. Otherwise, you draw a card.
Great. I'll draw a card.
I'll draw a card for a -2.
I'll draw a card.
And -X, target player mills 3 times X cards.
Oh, he a mill boy now.
So like Jace has been mill
He's
before.
been mill boy before, yeah.
And I kind of like the mill theme here on him because to me, Magic has always said your library is your sanity, right? That's your mind.
Yeah, it's the spells you know.
Yeah, and so like he's kind of like just like milling through and like
making you
forget like the Phyrexian that he is.
Spooky.
You know, not the splashiest Jace we've ever seen in our life.
No, he's fine.
He's fine.
Yeah.
Mostly I just want to bring it up because he's a Borb.
Yeah. He and a millman.
It's just like
the post office won't deliver my mail anymore because I kept calling them a millman.
Is the mailman here?
We're the millman.
I mean, it's truly shocking. It truly is shocking. And if he can't come back from it, I will be even more shocked. So
yeah,
here we are.
What do you think is going to happen?
I think
here's my question. Yeah, we have 5 completed planeswalkers now. Among them, some very beloved, 6, including a Johnny. Some very beloved characters. What
Tameo's
going to happen? Tameo, yeah. Oh yeah, Tameo. Jeez, I forgot. 7.
Well, wait. Last episode, I was like, something they've said that Magic is going to change, right? They said Magic will fundamentally change. That's what Mark Rosewater said after the release of March of the Machine.
Yeah.
So I've got another card that I want to talk about that might allude to something that has to do with that. But when I think of Magic fundamentally changing, there's a few things I think about. Number 1 is adding a color of mana, which people have been talking about for a long time. I think that's too far. I don't think they're going to do that. But I mean, that's if the game is fundamentally changing, I have to consider that. 2, I consider, are planeswalkers going to be able to planeswalk anymore? Are they going to be a thing? Are they going to be erased from the game? Some players don't like planeswalkers. I think overall people like them. So I don't think they're going to get rid of them. But maybe their ability is gone, or maybe everybody can planeswalk now.
Oh, interesting.
Those are my 3 guesses of how the game fundamentally changes. But I'm going to bring up something because...
Oh yeah, tell us.
Atraxa, I want to talk about this card, might have a clue. Atraxa Grand Unifier. Have you seen this card?
Oh, this card is sick.
3 green, white, blue, black. It's almost every color of mana.
Yeah.
Legendary creature, Phyrexian Angel, flying, vigilance, death touch, lifelink, 7/7, mythic. When Atraxa enters the battlefield, reveal the top 10 cards of your library. For each type, you may put a card of that type from among the revealed cards into your hand. Put the rest onto the bottom of your library in a random order. And then has clarification text, which says, these are the card types: artifact, battle, creature, enchantment, instant land, planeswalker, and sorcery. What the F is battle?
Yeah, that's been the question. That has been the question that abounds.
What is battle?
I can't answer.
So, you know.
I do.
But, okay, so there used to be Clash.
Yeah.
Remember this from Lorwyn block?
Jeez, no. But
where you both revealed the top card of your library and they fought, quote unquote, whoever had higher CMC won, something like that. Yeah. That was Clash. You can look it up. But that's kind of what the word battle makes me think of. However, I've been playing a lot of Marvel Snap. And Marvel Snap is all about like winning locations. You don't necessarily battle or whatever, but you win control of locations. And I've always been thinking about wanting to separate the battlefield into different quadrants, which we've had done in an unset, and like different creatures occupy one and can only deal with creatures in another quadrant. That's the same on your opponent's side of the battlefield. But it's a card type?
Yeah. Here, to refresh for Clash, actually, I looked it up just because I was like, oh yeah, I don't know it well enough.
Yeah.
Here's an example. Fire Juggler, 2 and a red for a 2/2. Whenever it becomes blocked, clashed with an opponent. If you win, it deals 4 damage to each creature blocking it. Each clashing player reveals the top card of their library, then puts that card on the top or bottom. A player wins if their card had a higher converted mana cost. So it's kind of like you both got a scry.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you this card, depending on who wins the clash, either an ability does or does not happen.
Battle. What the heck? It's a card. It's a card type. It comes into play, and it means you have minigame. I don't know. You have minigame. All creatures deal damage to each other equal. Oh, God, I have no. It's something with fighting.
It's a completely new card type.
It's something. What is it anyway?
I want to know what other players, like, what are your speculations? People listening to this, let us know down in the comments. Tell us, what do you think battle is?
Battle.
I'm very excited.
Battle. Like, you can, instead of attacking your opponent, you can use your creatures to attack each other, and their damage remains on the card. That seems too complicated. I don't know. I'm just so curious.
Yeah. I feel like this is when we were talking about Deadeye Quartermaster and you were just going through all of the, the battlefield abilities.
I've gone like on a 10 tangents.
You draw a card. What I thought
you scry. You scry. You battle.
You bounce something.
So anyway, in conclusion, I have no idea.
Yeah.
A new sword has been previewed as well.
Oh yeah, very cool.
So in our cycle of famous magic swords, you might be like, there's lots of swords in magic, but there are some swords that are more sword than other swords.
There are some swords that are very sword.
Like Sword of Fire and Ice.
The most sword.
Pretty sword.
Yeah. There's the original run of swords, which are the most sword of all the swords in magic.
And they're two color.
Yes.
Like they care about two colors.
Yes. And so Sword of Forge and Frontier.
Cool.
Yeah, it's 3 mana for an artifact equipment. Yes. With an equip cost of 2. It's mythic, of course. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has protection from red and from green.
Yep.
Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play those cards this turn. You may play an additional land this turn.
Great card.
Yeah. Really cool card.
Really good card. Just like the rest of the swords, extremely powerful. And
so
very
like, that's
cool
their
to see.
thing.
Yep, and giving pro red and green.
Yeah,
because that's what they do. They
that's
give protection
sword,
from 2 colors.
That's the sword jam, man.
That's the sword way. Let's talk about a card I'm super excited for to see in white. What?
Yeah.
What did I just say?
Wow, Maria.
An exciting white card? Sure enough. Ossification. 1 and a white for an enchantment or at uncommon. Enchant basic land you control. When Ossification enters the battlefield, exile target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls until Ossification leaves the battlefield.
Wow.
This is an O-ring, which for 2 mana.
It's a little bit like Chained to the Rocks.
Yes, yeah, Chained to the Rocks, which was a single white mana.
Yeah.
I loved that card.
It had to go on a mountain.
Had to go on a mountain because it's Chained to the Rocks.
So flavorful.
I
really
loved it.
Cool.
I played that in Standard.
That was from Theros, of course. It was about Prometheus.
It's excellent. So this is really cool because it's enchanting a land, so it's harder to deal with than if it had to be like, on a creature or something. I don't know. It was just really good removal.
Yeah, it's really very good removal. It's that uncommon.
Uncommon. And it's not even that's not the end of it with white removal. That's 2 mana.
Yeah.
There's also Planar Disruption, which is 1 and a white for another enchantment. This is an aura. Enchant artifact, creature, or planeswalker. Enchanted permanent can attack or block, and its activated abilities can be activated. Pacifism.
Pacifism. Except it gets the activated abilities text line.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's
white.
Better.
Once upon a time, not that long ago, quite bad.
Ago. Now, unplayable, some would say.
So good. I mean, white too good.
These 2 cards are incredible.
So good. This team of removal. What are you supposed to do?
I don't know.
What are you supposed to do? Planar Disruption is at common.
Yeah, good point. And it's a better pacifism.
And it's a better pacifism at the same cost.
Power creep in that pacifism. Sometimes you can get more peaceful. Turns
Do you know what? I'm gonna get more peaceful.
And while we're on the white train here, Phyrexian Vindicator. I gotta mention this card because you're gonna need those 2 other cards to deal with this card.
Woof.
This card costs white.
Okay. I'm here.
5/5 Phyrexian Horror flying. If damage would be dealt to Phyrexian Vindicator, prevent that damage.
What?
When damage is prevented this way, we're not done. Phyrexian Vindicator deals that much damage to any other target.
What?
This card is stupid.
You're like, I tried to damage it, and it's like, I damage you.
I damage you.
Oh, this creature tried to damage me. Actually, I damaged you.
Thanks for trying. Yeah, you can't burn this card out.
Wow.
Get real.
Wow. This card is
You better exile this, buddy.
Busted. Yeah. I mean, it's a mythic.
It's mythic. The casting cost is extremely difficult.
Yes. The flavor text says, "Behold your inevitable defeat."
I'd say.
Which I think is just a really accurate, just a nice accurate line of flavor text
That's what's going to happen to you. So mono white could be a thing in standard.
Absolutely.
That we're definitely going to have to keep our eye on for playing this, buddy.
Yeah. Maria, you also had in your list of cards that you're excited about. Scheming Aspirant.
Oh my gosh. I love this card. 1 in a black. Creature Phyrexian Advisor, uncommon. It's a 1/3. Whenever you proliferate, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life.
Oh, nice. This is really pointing out, like, there's going to be a little proliferate sub-theme or just straight up theme.
We love uncommons that we call build around uncommons. And this is for sure a build around uncommon for draft.
Absolutely.
Or sealed. And it's really neat because it reminds me of what's the Contaminated? Is that the name of it?
I have no idea.
Excuse me. It reminds me of Corrupted in that it's giving you some other way to have a benefit from doing a keyword ability in this set.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was Poison Counters Toxic. This is Proliferate.
Yeah, absolutely. Very, very cool.
This is Monty's preview card, and I am giving it a 2 huge thumbs up. I'm very excited to draft this card. Do any cards in this set, have they spoken to you on like a molecular level?
On a molecular level.
You know, it changes your chemistry, brain chemistry when you see it.
I personally am like, wow, I feel different.
I feel different now.
Yeah, I would say one that made me sad was Tamiyo's logbook.
Oh,
Tamiyo. 2 in a blue for an artifact. 5 in a blue, tap, draw a card. I mean, I love drawing a card. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each other artifact you control.
So that's pretty cool.
Yes.
Hey, are those Phyrexian mites? Those aren't artifacts. No, they're like flesh and bone, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So I'm like, you couldn't like just make a bunch of mites and then cast that thing for like no mana.
But anyways, the flavor text says, "We are opening a new chapter in the one true story of Phyrexia. Someone must record it for posterity."
Oh boy.
So sad. She's still doing her thing, you know?
Yeah, she's trying. I mean, we've got other echoes of her in this set too, because Tamiyo's Immobilizer is a card.
Yeah.
This is 3 in a blue for an artifact. Enters the battlefield with 4 oil counters. Tap, remove an oil counter from Tamiyo's Immobilizer. Tap target artifact or creature.
Ooh.
This is really good. Yeah. So that's like Icy Manipulator. Same cost as Icy Manipulator, by the way.
Yeah.
And it comes with 4 activations, but then hopefully you're just proliferating and you're making more.
Speaking of that, I mean, look, I love drawing some cards. And talking about uncommons that point you towards stuff. Watchful Blister Zoa. This is 4 blue for a 4/4 flyer. So, right, we're talking about like a limited, like, you could use this as like a finisher, right? You're using a blue, like some kind of blue-based control deck, and eventually you land this sucker and attack them for a bunch in the air. But it also says it enters the battlefield with an oil counter on it. When it dies, draw cards equal to the number of oil counters on it. So you draw at least one, but we already know blue is going to have at least some proliferate.
Absolutely.
So you could end up drawing like what? You could draw like any number of cards with this.
This is awesome.
Depending on how much you proliferate.
Wow, this card makes great.
Me, very excited for proliferation.
Yeah, I mean, when was the last set where we were doing a lot of proliferating? I feel like it was like a master set of some description.
It was a master set, yes. I want to say maybe the very first Modern Masters.
What was that?
Because I think it was quite a long time ago. It was Modern Masters 1 or 2, I think.
Yeah, and it was just like, it was so fun, everybody. So if you've never played with Proliferate before, buckle up, Buttercups, because you're going to have a good time.
Also, so like, again, blue being one of the colors of Proliferate, there's also Azuri, Stalker of Spheres. This is a rare 2 green-blue for a 3/3 Phyrexian Elf Warrior. When Azuri enters the battlefield, you may pay 3. If you do, proliferate twice.
Unbelievable.
And whenever you proliferate, draw a card.
Yikes. Okay, so if you pay 7, you get to draw 2.
Proliferate twice and draw 2 cards.
Proliferate. Jeez.
Right? Like, just sick, man.
This set looks great.
I'm very excited.
Super, super excited for this set, everybody.
Yes.
If there's a card you're particularly excited about, let us know by tweeting at us at GLHF Magic. Let's talk about our personal preview card.
Yes.
Because like it got spoiled, everybody. Because it was in a pack that was opened.
Yes.
But that's okay. We're gonna talk about it now and officially preview it for you. That card is none other than Soulless Jailer.
Yes.
This is 2 colorless mana for a 0/4 Phyrexian Golem at rare. It's an artifact creature. Permanent cards in graveyards can't enter the battlefield. Players can't cast non-creature spells from graveyards or exile.
Oh, we have a little hate card for you.
This is a good card.
You love to hate?
You like hating? You like hating?
You like hating?
Do you like being a hater?
Here you go.
Do you like drinking that haterade?
We got the hater.
Here you go.
Also, Maria, like, look at this card. You telling me that, like, this has got to be a contender for cutest card. Look at him.
He's so cute.
He's so cute.
Look at his cute little face.
He's like got a cute little frown, and he has cute little creatures trapped inside of him.
Oh wow, you could live in his stomach forever.
You could live in his stomach forever. You know.
Wow.
Really, he's so cute. This card is very cute.
And he's great because he's colorless, so he can go in any hater deck that you want. Mm-hmm. Anytime you want to hate.
Anytime you want to hate.
You call
Karn
the Soulless
can go get this hater.
Jailer.
Wait, yeah, this is an artifact. Karn can go get this hater.
Karn can grab this hater for you.
Art by Donato Giancola.
A+.
Really so cute.
This card is fabulous.
Yeah.
Nice little toolbox addition to Phyrexia. I will be one. And I'm sure, possibly seen in a life beyond that because hate cards like this often find a home in eternal formats.
Absolutely.
For years to come.
So yeah, thank you so much to Wizards of the Coast for this preview card.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we said, anything you're excited about, please let us know. Next week, Judge Rob's going to be here to give us more of a lowdown on everything. Everything will be previewed by then. So
wow, I'm so excited.
I know, me too.
I want to know, what are you most excited about? Generally everybody. What are you excited about?
I'm most excited about licking Jace's eye stalks to get the Oreo juice off of them.
And I think with that, we're done. I think we're done talking about the set for today. I think that after that, what else are you going to say? What else could you talk about?
Can't come back from that.
Nothing you can say come back from that one.
Do you need some new dice to play with when you head to your pre-release to proliferate?
Ooh, we've got new dice from the Vivid collection from Ultra Pro.
Check these dice out.
Check those ones out. Check these ones. Obviously, we also have the Eclipse dice.
Yes.
So gorgeous.
We love these. So the ones I have are the heavy metal D20 dice that you get two. They are heavy, everybody.
Yeah.
But they look beautiful.
The Eclipse dice are an 11 dice set. You have 4 different D6s because of course you never have enough D6s.
Nope.
A D12, a D2 D20s, and a couple others. So look at that.
Yeah, I mean, you can get any color of the rainbow at Ultra Pro. Red is the color of the month for February.
Yes. Oh, look at how gorgeous this is.
Here we have
look at this color.
This enormous
also this binder. 480 cards, and it's not just a flip open. This is a zipper open. This is the Trapper Keeper of your Magic card dreams.
Yes, it is.
Have you been missing trapping keeping?
I have.
Do you know what? I legitimately think about it sometimes. Just like I sit around reminiscing about the days of trapper keeping.
When you go to Target at the beginning of the school year and you see all their school supplies and you're so jealous of the children.
You don't have to be jealous. You can trap keep your own cards with the Ultra Pro binder. They should call this a Trapper Keeper. It's probably copyrighted.
It's probably
they don't. But
if you want any color of this stuff, they have every single color.
Experience.
Get yourself some new dice. They should arrive in time before the pre-release. Use the code. Look, I just dropped these. These are heavy metal.
Heavy metal.
Use the code GLHF for 5% off at checkout, everybody. They're still running a bunch of sales as well. Our code works on top of sales.
Are they heavy metal or are they seed core?
These dice are straight up seed core. Well, Well, folks, thanks for hanging out with us for another episode of GLHF. It's been a wild ride.
Remember, next week is our iconic Judge Rob episode.
Iconic.
It's literally iconic. Honestly, Judge Rob, one of the most iconic judges.
He is.
And he's not even trying.
He just is.
He's just trying to do a good job.
Yes.
And he's doing such a good job. He's iconic.
And
legitimately, that's my endorsement of Judge Rob.
His beard gets more majestic every time he's on.
Every time.
So how majestic will it be this time? Tune in next week.
You have to find out.
To find out. I had a preview of it the other day. Great beard.
Wow.
Very epic.
And then the Loading Ready Run is going to do a pre-release of Judge Rob's beard.
Yeah. Judge Rob does judge for the pre-release.
That's true.
In chat. So that's coming up this weekend.
Yeah, this Saturday. So make sure you check it out. It'll be your first chance to see these cards in action.
Yeah. So that's on twitch.tv/Loading Ready Run. They start at like 10 a.m. Pacific, I want to say. Great slate of guests. Great program to get yourself ready for the pre-release. With that and Judge Rob under your belt, you're gonna go.
You're gonna be ready.
You're gonna be ready. Thanks everybody for watching. Thank you to Card Kingdom and Ultra Pro.
Thank you to Matt.
Thank you to Matt. This episode's for you.
This episode's for you, Matt. Remember, you can become a patron at any time. It means so much to us.
Yes.
Just consider it.
Patreon.com/GLHF Magic is the link to go to make our collective day.
Yeah.
I'm still playing with these heavy metal dice.
Seed core. These seed core dice.